the members of parliament were informed that the Sri Lankan government will not be granting them visas for the visit. We're joined with Patrick Brown. Patrick.
Well, it's great to be with you, and I'm eager to explain my outrage on what's happened. I can't believe that a fellow Commonwealth country is saying that they will not allow parliamentarians in to verify that there's not human rights abuses in these international displaced persons camps. I think it's incredibly suspicious, and it leads me to believe that what everyone's been saying, that there is breaches of international obligations, there's breaches of human rights, and there's deplorable conditions. I think it's true. I think Sri Lanka is hiding something, because why else would they in any world refuse parliamentarians access into their country? Well, Canada is concerned about the Tamils in the IDP camps in Sri Lanka, and that's why we intentionally gave $22 million of funding, not to the Sri Lankan government, which personally I have no confidence or faith in. We gave $22 million directly to international aid organizations like the Red Cross that are working specifically to help those Tamils that are in grave danger right now. And what I find very depressing about this whole ordeal is I looked a constituent of mine in the face, Ranji Suresh Kumar, and she told me that she had her uncle and had relatives in a camp. And I was hoping that I could go there, take immigration forms there, help sponsor them to come to Canada, see this family reunification process take place, and the Sri Lankan government is not allowing me to even share immigration paperwork. It is ridiculous. In my opinion, it is beyond reason why their government is being so secretive. They're obviously hiding some very dirty laundry. There's things happening, in my opinion, in Sri Lanka right now that they do not want the world to see.
Yourself and Paul Calandra, representing the Canadian government, have been denied this visa. Will you be applying for an appeal?
Well, they have said very clearly no. I'm happy to try again, but in my opinion, we should view this what it is. It's a slap in the face for Canada. The Sri Lankan government is not allowing parliamentarians to observe those camps. And I think Canada should look at next steps. Quite frankly, we should be looking at statements we can make to the world about the situation in Sri Lanka, because I believe it is graver than we have been reading in the papers. I think maybe we should be looking at a very strong statement, and whether that is making a pitch to the Commonwealth that Sri Lanka should be excluded, suspended from the Commonwealth, or whether we should echo that opinion in other international bodies. Coming up in Trinidad and Tobago is a meeting of the Commonwealth. That may be an opportunity in November to express our outrage. Another opportunity is Sri Lanka is very much looking forward to hosting the 2010 Commonwealth Games, at which cricket will be at the centerpiece of those games. In Sri Lanka, there's obviously a lot of affection for cricket, and if they lose their ability to host that games because of the flagrant human rights abuses that are likely taking place in Sri Lanka, I think it would send a strong message to Sri Lanka that the international community will not stand for this, and there is consequences for their behavior. And I think the problem right now is that Sri Lanka is going about this in a manner where they believe there is no consequences for their behavior, and their behavior is undemocratic, and I personally believe there's probably numerous human rights abuses occurring in these camps, and we need to do whatever we can to stop them. We need to use whatever persuasive tool we can to protect our relatives that are in Sri Lanka. And there's hundreds of thousands of Tamils in Canada who have loved ones in these camps. And this is what this is about. It's about the brothers, the uncles, the mothers, the sisters who are in those camps, where flooding could be an issue, where lack of nurture could be an issue, where kidnappings could be an issue. There is massive concern, and it needs to be addressed.